Joining me now with more on this is Beth Potter, co-chair of the Canadian Travel and Tourism Roundtable. Good morning, Beth. Good to see you. Happy New Year.
Good morning, Marcia. Happy New Year to you.
With the virus running rampant right now, what's the case for loosening travel restrictions?
You know, we really try to listen very closely when our politicians are speaking and when our health professionals are speaking. And we really try to also understand the science behind the decisions that are being made. Right now, we are seeing that government is saying, please, don't go and get a PCR test. We don't have enough capacity. And they're really ramping up and distributing the use of rapid tests to try and mitigate community spread. So it calls into question, especially as we see what is happening in other countries around the world, whether or not PCR testing for travel is the right tool right now in order to mitigate the spread of the virus.
Okay, so in terms of G7 countries, where does Canada stand? Is our testing system different from other countries that are also experiencing surges of Omicron?
So what we're seeing is other countries like England and other members of the UK are starting to lift PCR testing requirements for international travelers. The United States is also lifting PCR testing for international travelers. We would like to, make sure that we are staying in the same in line with what other countries in the G7 are doing. And we also want to make sure that we make it as easy and as straightforward for travelers to understand what their requirements are when they need to travel. Right now, we have a bit of an unlevel playing field. So if you're an international traveler coming in from the US, you don't have to do a PCR test on arrival. If you're coming in from any other country, you do. If you are having to do a PCR test on arrival, then you are asked to isolate until you get your test results, and that can certainly eat into the time that you're spending here in Canada.
So it's definitely not easy. I think most Canadians would agree with you, and I think a lot of people feel that that is by design. So what then, I just want to boil this down, do you see as a viable alternative to the PCR test?
Yeah, first I'll state, we know that the health and safety of Canadians is paramount, and we understand that. What we're trying to do is find a solution that is in line with what is happening at the community level. The community level is relying on rapid tests. We've got data that supports that travelers arriving and having to take a PCR test are having a positive test result of less than 0.5%. And so we're asking the question, what can we do that will make travel easier for people? And is the PCR test the right tool right now? Could we be diverting those tests for use in communities and in healthcare settings where they're more needed?
Got it. Beth, I want to ask you one last question, switch gears a little bit if you don't mind. And I just want to ask about the cruise ship industry as we see stories emerge of an explosion of cases again on cruise ships. I believe yesterday in the U.S. over 90 ships had coronavirus cases. Would you warn folks against taking a cruise right now?
So the cruise ships have great systems in place, and they have all along. What we're seeing is the Omicron variant taking hold. And so, I would defer to my colleagues in the cruise industry. They're saying it is, this is in line with what is happening in other environments around the world right now. And, we're really hoping to see cruise come back, especially here in Canada for 2022. But I do trust the cruise lines. They are putting all of the right processes and procedures in place. And they are, oh my goodness, they are completing so many tests. They are completing more tests on cruise ships than they are competing in other places in the world. So it's just unbelievable the amount of testing that's happening on cruise ships right now.
Beth, thanks so much. Beth Potter is the co-chair of the Canadian Travel and Tourism Roundtable.